Hello, everyone. This is Luis Concepcion from Strategic Profit Line Trading coming to you with the plan of the week for week number 11. As always, here's our disclosures. This content is intended for educational purposes. I'm not providing any individual investment advice. This is not tailored for anyone, and everyone does have a different time horizon for your trading and investment, so be cognizant of that. Past performance does not guarantee future results or success, and all investments and trades involve risk, including the loss of your original principal. Here's our agenda for the week. As always, I'm going to cover the news, provide a quick market view over the indices, and then this week we are narrowing things down. We're going from 700 to over 400 companies reporting earnings. Here's our result for week 10. Had a decent week. Zones provided were 19. Stocks, we went 2 for 2. And options, we did a very good job and did 8 and 2. No entry 7. And then we had two companies close in the zone on Friday, and that was Broadcom, ticker sign AVGO, and Burlington Coat Factory, ticker sign BURL. Here's what the earnings picture looks like this week. I went ahead and I updated our stocks that hit this week. So we are 18 and 10 on the year. And on the options, I added week 10 to this. And we have a new slide here, and we are 36 and 7 in options this year to date. So looking good there. All right, so for news this week, we have nothing major on Monday. For Tuesday, for those of you who trade Forex, we got the British pound being affected pretty much at midnight, early in the morning. We got core CPI and CPI for Tuesday morning pre-market at 5:30, so that might cause some volatility at the open on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have British pound being affected again at midnight, so be cognizant of that for those of you who trading futures and Forex. And then midday at 10 o'clock, be mindful that this might affect the equities depending on what the 30-year bond auction does on rates. So be cognizant of that Wednesday midday. Moving on to Thursday, again, pre-market, we have our core PPI, retail sales, unemployment sales. So again, might affect our markets Thursday morning into the open. So be very cognizant of Thursday morning is going to probably be our biggest day for news. And then lastly, Friday, we have our manufacturing index report pre-market. And 30 minutes into the open, realize that we have consumer sentiment. So be mindful of those news events this week and as they may cause volatility into your trades or opening new positions. All right, moving into the charts this week, I'm going to start with the SPX. Our level here held again, but as you can see, this level is getting depleted. So if you want to feel free to take this again, um, feel, feel, feel free to do so. That level is going to be 50.67 to 50.54. And for those of you who are waiting for a deeper pullback in the markets, it's going to be 49.93 to 49.46. We had a nice pullback on Friday, and this was mainly caused due to NVIDIA. Moving on to the NASDAQ, looking the same again. This level held for us again this week. Be mindful again, this significant drop on Friday was the cause of NVIDIA. So not sure if this level is going to hold again. And if we want to get rid of that level, we can move it down to the 17, let's call it 17,500 to 17,202. And we have another level overlapping that. So this may be a good place if NVIDIA continues to crash. Well, let me rephrase that, not crash, but pull back, as NVIDIA has been an outstanding stock for those of you who are holding long term. But just understand that the market is starting to turn over. On the Dow Jones, our level held as well. For those of you who are not comfortable taking this level again at 386 to 383, the next level I have for you is 380 to 377. Moving on to the RUT, our RUT zone came in again. What I did was I extended this level a little higher. This level has been working for us nicely. And that level is still going to be 2067 to 2138. Call it 2139. If you want to round it off, for those of you trading options, it's going to be 2140. And our demand level has not changed. We're at the 1887 to 1847. Moving on to earnings for this week, I am going to start with Len. So company is reporting earnings, if I'm not mistaken, Monday morning. Yes, Monday morning. And the level I have for you is 51.62 to 48.19, and on supply side 74.41 to 77.34. Next company moving into Tuesday afternoon is Oracle. So for Oracle on the demand side, I have 98.35 to 95.99, and on the supply side 125.36 to 127.62. Next company I have for you is Casey. For Casey, no supply as all-time highs was 314.99. And the first demand zone I have for you is 243.73 to 238.32. I don't foresee this company overshooting this area. However, if it does, you got 226 to 222. This company I have for you is ADM, reporting Tuesday morning before the open. And on the demand side, I have 50.41 to 48.63. And on the supply side, I have 67.92 to 70.46. Staying with Tuesday morning, we got Coles. So for Coles, on the demand side, I have 19.14 for you to 17.68, and on the supply side, 32 to 33.77 even. 37. Next company I have for you is Dollar Tree. Moving on to Wednesday. Supply zone I have for you is 163.28 to 166.70, and on the demand side, 128.85 to 124.09. Next company I have for you is Williams Sonoma. No supply, as it hit an all-time high this past week at 249.04. First demand zone I have for you is 186.24 to 176.18. And for those of you who are more aggressive, this just caught my eye. 224.96 to 216.61. Next couple I have for you is Path. On the supply side, 28.10 to 31.97, and on the demand side, 18.76 to 17.78. Next company I have is Lennar. This company has been performing outstandingly. All they do is continue to build homes everywhere I see. So no supply as we reach all-time highs at 166.39, and the first demand level I have for you is 141.46 to 137.26. Moving on to Thursday, Dollar General. So Dollar General, first demand zone I have for you is 109.55 to 98.78, and on the supply side, 270 to 206.75. Dick's Sporting Goods is next. No supply as it hit all-time highs as well, which is all the markets have been this past week. So this shouldn't be no surprise to anybody. First demand level I have for you is 154.89 to 148.71. Moving on to Thursday afternoon after the close, company I have for you is Adobe. So on the supply side, 632.59 to 675.83. Be aware that this level has worked several times. And on the demand side, I have 490.60 to 470.02. Next company I have is Ulta. All-time highs was 550, 563.17. So the first level I have for you is 487.77 to 464.39. On the demand side, no supply for you in Ulta. And the last company I have for you is going to be JBL. So JBL, no supply. First demand zone I have for you is 132.18 to 127.91. And that's going to do it for us for the charts this week. As always, here's my contact information. If you're not doing so already, please follow me on Facebook and LinkedIn to see updates that I post during the trade and new trades. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me in regards to anything you'd like to see or anything you'd like me to change doing these posts on a weekly basis. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button on the bottom right. Till next time, happy trading, have a plan. See you next week.